look, I referenced before my regular committee assignment, which is that of the Ethics Committee. And so I'm relatively familiar with what the Ethics Commissioner and his office that does very, very good work. This information is not that complicated. If we were wanting to play politics, we could have said, tomorrow or by Monday or something like that. But no, I think the 21 days and 35 days, I think, is very, very reasonable. These are forms that are filled out that is something that MPs, all of us are relatively familiar with in our roles and obligations under the Conflict of Interest Act. And so I think that the timelines laid out in the motion are very reasonable. And it's my understanding, Chair, that they are, in most cases, already bilingual. So often translation ends up being a bottleneck in terms of especially large document production orders, but it's my understanding that the vast majority of these documents are already bilingual. So therefore, would not have to face that hurdle, which, to Ms. Shanahan's point, can cause delays. That is certainly not a major issue in this regard. So I hope that we can find support. And then I will just share a concern that I have. We see with the Arriva scam scandal that that as the Auditor General and other attempts to get answers on approximately $60 million project that started off as being something that was only supposed to cost a little bit of money and then just ballooned unbelievably, and we see contracting and procurement and just history being made, first time in a century, somebody being called to the bar, a contractor that had lied to committee, and on and on and on that goes. But forgive me if I'm hesitant to give too much time, because we saw when there was time that lapsed between the contracts being made and the demand for accountability, there were documents that disappeared, and that is not only unprecedented and quite possibly illegal. There is this definitive need to ensure that while being reasonable, and I think we can do that, but Parliament has the right, and I would suggest the moral obligation, to get to the bottom of this stuff. This motion, I think, is very, very reasonable. We have a system in the Conflict of Interest Act that is designed to help mitigate some of these things. And where there have been breaches, where there is information that's needed so that we can look into what could very well be double dipping, Chair, the timelines are reasonable. The request is more than reasonable. We've taken care to ensure that that the names of individuals can be redacted. Again, a very reasonable request, and that way we can get to work on accountability. So I would suggest that it's already more than reasonable as the motion was originally written, and I would encourage the committee to acknowledge that. And I do say that because of my role in the Ethics Committee. This is something that I think we can pass as it was originally written. Thank you.